about skilling, it's not about anything, it's about orientation. The first is risk. So you need to take risk. Second, how many parents and how many of you have tried to add salt in tea and drink it? And if your child is wanting to do it, you have allowed your child to do it. You know, there's a series called Emily. You know, she's a scientist. She gets children to, you need to embrace failure. Today in society, what's happening is parents and you guys are afraid of failure. You don't want your children to fail. You don't want yourself to fail. But the fact is, every success story is written after 100 failures. It's when you fall and you rise up and you figure it out. So these F's are important. Failure, fall, figure it out. Don't be afraid of failing. You want to do something, go ahead and do it. You're not going to get it right. And it's okay. It's okay to fail. This is what we want schools to teach our children. In this generation, because you'll have to. And I'll tell you why. And the next one is ownership. Now, ma'am, how many students in our school? In Shivnagar, how many students? Total. 2,000 students. How many of these students are above, say, grade 5 or grade 6? All of you are grade 5, grade 6. How many of you are on social media? You find something that you are passionate about, that wakes you up at 5 a.m. So these things are linked to each other. Now, how can media, this is my question, how can media platforms such as social media, websites and online publications be effectively utilized by educational organizations to raise awareness, shape success stories and showcase entrepreneurial initiatives that bridge the gap between academia and industry? The question is, let me ask you, why should there be a gap between academia and industry? If the academia is not equipping students to fulfill the needs of the industry, that means they're both disjointed by default. So one needs to understand what industry wants. And if the industry is not able to take on what the academia is actually producing, then again we have a problem. So no matter what social media or what media platform you do, if you're not coaching people for the right job, today we are moving to manufacturing, right? So far India was a service industry. So we're everybody who's now started coding because artificial intelligence. Everybody's starting coding and because gaming and everybody wants to start coding. Now we're getting into manufacturing chips, semiconductors. We're going to manufacture hardware. So we've got to reorient ourselves to try and start building, constructing, manufacturing. Like I said, the orientation in academic institutions has to be around the fact that is the child ready to take risks? Is the child ready to fail? Is the child ready to experiment? And is the child ready to take ownership of what he or she is doing? That's where it all starts. Then skilling comes into place. And like I said, today, social media, you don't need to depend on us. What will happen is when you build, when you reach a certain mass, we will come to you. You become magnets by default. Shivnagar School, you kids, if you are able to develop a following of 200,000, 300,000, 400,000, others will by default, influencers will start coming to you. Media houses will start coming to you. You know that you've got such huge following. What is it that you guys are doing that you're getting such big following? What is it that you're creating influence upon? That, what differentiates you from 1,000 other schools, 5,000 other schools, you've got to find that out. Look at what Karnavati University is doing. I'm just Sharda University is doing. These kids who are there, they are crazy on social media platforms. I've gone to see what they're doing. They've started their own incubation groups for senior students, for those who are into graduation, post-graduation. They started incubating startups. These incubators, they have funded them with 5 lakh rupees, 10 lakh rupees to start taking ownership. And some of them now have got funding up to 1.5, 2 crores, 3 crores to take their businesses to the next level. And they're all 19, 20, 21 years old. So academic institutions can do that. What can we do as industry? I can speak for myself. See, certain industries, we cannot take on students on board till they're 18. So certain organizations have rules. But that doesn't stop us from coming here. That doesn't stop us from conducting workshops with you. That doesn't stop us from helping you shed your inhibitions. Finding the storyteller, the story writer, the story in you. It doesn't stop us from doing that. We are happy to come and do that. And that's what's important. There's always this entire argument, I'm sorry I'm digressing a bit, about science and art, what came first. And I'm going to marry that with artificial intelligence. What do you think is the biggest example of artificial intelligence? Anybody? No, dude, nature. For that, another 150 gigawatts additional capacity is going to be built in by 2026. So, as far as meeting SDG goals, we are also setting the example as 1/5 of the population of the world has been having to embrace this before we are even a developed nation. We are also setting the template that's also mindful of our grid and our ability.
Thank you so much to all our panelists. Can we please have a huge round of applause for them?
Really love the way you explain things. So thank you for all the things, and thank you, students.
We hope this session was fruitful and got your thinking caps on for your career options and how you view the world in general. We thank you all for being such a lovely audience and hope you have a great day ahead. Thank you so much.